I'm Jenna Miscavige. I was born and raised in Scientology. I left when I was 21 years old and wrote a book about it. My uncle, David Miscavige, is the leader of Scientology, and this is my YouTube channel. Hi guys, I'm sitting in my bed under a huge pile of laundry. Here, I'll show you. And I'm trying to escape it, and so I decided I could do a little video and you guys can help save me from it. I've been out of the house. I just got home. I've been out of the house since 10 a.m. and it's basically 5 o'clock. So I'm exhausted and I got up at 5 a.m. and all I want to do is sit here and be lazy and just surf the internet. And so that's what I'm going to do. And you guys can hang out with me while I do it just for a little bit. So one of the questions I had, this is from a while ago, but let me just read it. It is from Beautiful Awakening. And she says, Jenna, I'm currently researching the Myers-Briggs personality types. Are you an INFP or an ENFP? The quiz is free. Google 16 personalities. Takes about 5 minutes to do. So I am going to Google 16 personalities. Okay. And I thought it would be fun if we take it together. Let me try to share the screen though. Well, I guess we're not taking it together. I thought it would be fun if I took it right now, but you guys should take it too if you're watching. That would be super fun. Okay. I'm going to try to screen share, but I'm not a pro. Share screen. Yes, Chrome tab. Okay, I'm sharing this. Okay. But no. Sorry, guys. That one or no. Oh, okay. Oh, that one's good. Okay, perfect. All right, take the test. Let's do it. You regularly make new friends. I do regularly make new friends. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. Yeah, I think so. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than factual arguments. I would say right about here. Your living and working spaces are clean and organized. Nope. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Nope. You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. I do. I like talking to people, but promoting yourself is kind of my worst nightmare. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. Okay. I would say I don't not meet deadlines, but I'm not perfect, but I always meet the deadline. I'm going to go right here. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. I agree with that. You like using organizing tools such as schedules and lists. I do like using them and then never following them, but man, I love making lists so much. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. I would say yes, but not a huge yes. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. I definitely do. You are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. Honestly, yeah, I'm not that interested in it. Sometimes I am, but no. I don't know. I feel like if somebody takes a piece of art and reads all this meaning into it. I'm like, it's just sometimes overthinking it, but I don't mind it, but it just gets kind of boring. Okay. Let's see. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. I know this is like, it asked me something the same before, but worded it in a different way. But this makes me feel like I do prioritize facts over people's feelings. I don't know what I said before, but I think I'm going to contrast it. So I'm just going to, I mean, not intentionally go against it, but just because when they word it this way, I agree with this. Like, I think that sounds like a good idea. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. I kind of do that, but it does drive me crazy. But I do that. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Disagree. I do worry about it, so, but not a ton. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. I really think I don't at all. I think I hate team-based activities. We would do team games in the Sea Org, and when I was a kid, we would do relay races. And it was always like everybody was shouting at you to go faster, and I don't know, I don't really like sports. I don't really think I like team-based activities. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. I say yeah. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. I think I do. I think I do. Yes, definitely. In fact, yes. Okay. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Oh, definitely. I love learning new things. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Oh yeah, for sure. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. I do, but like I really love going out to dinner with lots of people, but only like a few people, not like 10 people. Like it'd be fun to just, or I guess like I would love like a big Thanksgiving table or something like that, but I don't like, all right, well, I'm just going to go right here. Not an absolute agree, but almost. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. Disagree. I would love to do that. I mean, I'm not saying I'd be good at it, but man, I would love to do that. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. I don't know. I do both. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I do try to do that, but I don't always do it. Okay. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. I don't I don't prioritize proving my point. I do think it's important to be able to say my point. So, I don't know. I'm going to say disagree. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. Yes, I do. I do that, but I'm more than happy to talk to them. Your mood can change very quickly. Agree. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. I would say disagree, but not all the way. You often end up doing things at the last possible minute. That's hard. I do sometimes do that, but I sometimes do things way, way, way early too. Yeah, I'm going to say disagree. I tend to do things earlier. Okay. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. I do enjoy debating many things, yes. Not necessarily ethical, but I think I'm going to say agree. Okay. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. I think on the whole, I enjoy being around others, but I don't always want to talk to them when I'm around them. But I like having other people around me, but having my space. I do prefer to be around others than on my own, but I'm going to go right here. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. I'm going to say agree, but not wholeheartedly. Sometimes I love that. Just depends on if the subject we're talking about is boring or not. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. I don't know. I want to say I eventually probably follow my heart, but at first I try to follow facts. But if something seems unbearable to do emotionally, then there's usually a fact behind it, even if I don't know what it is. So I'm just going to go in the middle on this one because I can't really say. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. I do kind of find that challenging. I put in a lot of work on things, but I find it hard to do things at a certain time every day, even though I want to. You rarely second guess the choices you've made. Disagree, I always do. Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. I'm going to say right here because I am lively and outgoing with my friends, but I don't know. I'm not like a show off, or I don't like being the center of attention, but I like animated conversation and I love laughing and hanging out with my friend. I'm just going to say, I'm going to put it right here. Yes. You are drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. Yes, most definitely. You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. I mean, I try to, but I honestly don't know if I don't know if I can be objective about this with regards to myself. I would say that I agree a little bit. You like to have a to-do list for each day. I do agree. I do like to have it. It doesn't ask if I have it, but I definitely like to have it. You rarely feel insecure. I do often feel insecure, but not so much like, oh, I'm a bad person or whatever, but more like unsure of should I do this or should I do that. So I'm going to put this here. You avoid making phone calls. Yes, I don't know why. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. I do. This test is longer than 5 minutes. You can easily connect with people you have just met. Yes, I definitely can. I don't know why, but I do make connections very easily. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Mm, hmm I'm just going to put it in the middle. You're still bothered by mistakes you made a long time ago. Um, I'm going to say no. I feel like I used to be that way very much, but now I've given myself a lot of grace. And I used to really think about, like, after I had a conversation or something, or about things that I'd done in the past, I used to really, really ponder on it a lot. And I guess I'm to a point where I've like let a lot of that go and forgiven myself and realized there's basically nothing I can do about it. I'd rather worry about the future than the past, which isn't good either, but it's definitely what I do. So I'm going to say right here. Okay. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. I mean, I'm not too interested. So I would say agree, but it could be interesting. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Oh, hey honey, I'm doing a video right now, but I'll be done in a couple minutes, okay? Love you. That's my daughter. Um, your emotions control you more than than you control them. I don't know. I mean, they do control me, but recently I've realized how much I actually control them. But I still think that I don't succeed, so I'm going to say agree right here. Okay, when making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical or efficient. Yes, I do focus on that more. So I'll say agree. Okay. This test is really long. Oh, wait, oh, we're 80% through. Okay. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. I will have to agree, but I don't like that, But I tend to want to get things done, and I can do certain things, but things are creative. It's almost like I need to wait until the mood comes to me. Like doing videos, like I can do all of the things around doing a video or even like something else like that's creative, like I don't know, making something from scratch, but I can prepare and all that, but I almost feel like the moment has to come to me on that when, all the things surrounding it, I can do them more consistently. So I will say agree to this. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. Hmm, I'm going to say disagree, but not always. I have noticed that sometimes I get concerned that I think people will still like me, like if I hang out with them, but I worry that if like someone comes and visits me for like a week, they might not still feel that way. I don't know. Because you're like in each other's face the whole time. Like Natalie wants to come visit me. Although when I was at Natalie's house, it was great. But I'm like, "Oh my god, in my own house, it's like will she just be like, "Oh, she's weird," or "She's crazy," or "Her house is a mess," or "This is boring," or I don't know. It's like I have no reason to think that because I've spent so much time with her, but I think I do worry about that a little. But that's not the same as wondering how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you, so I'm just gonna say a little bit disagree. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. No, because I do work alone most of the time, and I kind of don't like that much. Maybe most of the time is okay though, but I don't like being alone all the time? So I usually like go work in a coffee shop so that I can have people around me. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. No, I don't believe that. I think it's kind of fun. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate places. Yes, I mean, right now I feel that way for a while. Like when my kids were younger, for some reason I wanted to like live out in the country and I don't know, have or and work at home where now it's like if I didn't have kids, I would move to New York City. And I love having people all around me and just watching people, seeing different sights all the time and seeing what they wear, seeing their dogs, seeing how they interact with each other. I crave that a lot right now. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. No, I always question myself. It's exhausting. Okay, you often feel overwhelmed. I really often do. I get overwhelmed easily. I don't know why. Or I always have a lot of things on my plate. And so it always just I don't know if I get overwhelmed easily or I just am always overwhelmed, but I pretty much am. And not everyone else is. So I'm thinking it's a me thing. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Hmm. I would say yes, this is true. I think I used to be more somebody who would skip steps and then I kind of learned my lesson. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. Mm, I would say in the middle. I really like concrete steps. Like I like putting together Legos and the exact instructions because it's very satisfying. But like maybe if I'm at work, I like figuring out the best way to do something rather than being told an exact way. So I'm going to put this right in the middle. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice. I mean, the truth is that I'm always going for the logical reasoning. I'm always trying to look at the logical reasoning. I just don't know if I can be objective enough to know if I am succeeding. So I'm just going to put this right here. You struggle with deadlines. I mostly want to say no, but right now in my life, I do feel like I am struggling with that. So I'll just put it right here. You feel confident that things will work out for you. In general, no. Okay. But not a huge no. Like, I know they will be fine, but I do tend to catastrophize things. Okay, my gender, female. See results. Campaigner. Campaigners, okay, ENFP-T. I have no idea what that is. Campaigners are enthusiastic, creative, and sociable, free spirits who can always find a reason to smile. 54% extroverted. Extroverted individuals readily enjoy group activities and value social interaction. They tend to be outwardly enthusiastic and express their excitement. All right. 71% intuitive. Intuitive individuals are very imaginative, I am, open-minded and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. Very true. 61% feeling. Feeling individuals value emotional expression and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. Prospecting, judging. Prospecting individuals are very good at improvising and adapting to opportunities. They tend to be flexible, nonconformists who value novelty above stability. Mm-hmm. Assertive, 76 turbulent. I think this is bad. Turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. I am. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. Very true. All right, before we move on to your profile, would you like to email a copy of your results? Okay, fine, sure. Send results. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm going to unshare this. Okay, I stopped sharing, but I am going to check the code on my email in case it gives any other information. Sorry, guys, I'm just entering in the code and trying to remember it. Okay. All right, I will share this again. Present. Share screen. Okay, here we go. Campaigner. People with an ENFP personality type campaigners are true free spirits, outgoing, open-hearted, and open-minded, with their lively, upbeat approach to life. ENFPs stand out in any crowd. But even though they can be the life of the party, they don't just care about having a good time. These personalities have profound depths that are fueled by their intense desire for meaningful emotional connections with others. That's true. The magic of everyday life. ENFP personalities carry an interesting blend of carefree sociability, sparkling imagination, and deep contemplative introspection. They regularly use their natural curiosity and expansive creativity to try to better understand themselves and the complex dynamics of human relationships, and they are truly devoted to nurturing their relationships with and their understanding of the world at large. Interesting. In their unique way, ENFP's introspective nature is driven by their imagination, wonder, and belief in things that cannot always be explained rationally. People with this personality type truly believe that everything and everyone is connected, and they live for the glimmers of insight that they can gain from these connections. They believe that how we treat one another really matters. In fact, ENFPs are the most likely personality type to believe in the concept of karma. I mean, I don't actually believe in karma as like a sort of mystical thing. I do feel more like, and I do think I've moved away from that because in Scientology, they believe that if you do bad things, then you will create bad things to happen to you. And in some way, that's kind of like karma. But I do believe, like, for instance, if you're nice to somebody and you build a relationship with them, then that will come back to you. They'll in turn be nice to you and do nice things for you. Or if you put effort into your relation, or if you put time into your friendships and you make an effort and a consistent effort, then you will get that back. So I don't know. That's not really the same as karma, but when something sparks their imagination, ENFPs show an enthusiasm that is nothing short of infectious. These personalities can't help but to radiate a positive energy that draws other people in. Consequently, they might find themselves being held up by their peers as a leader or guru. I ain't no guru, you guys. Not even close. However, once their initial bloom of inspiration wears off, ENFPs can struggle with self-discipline and consistency, losing steam on projects that once meant so much to them. That's true. Very, very true. Okay. Seeking joy. ENFP personalities are proof that seeking out life's joys and pleasures isn't the same as being shallow. Seemingly in the blink of an eye, people with this personality type can transform from impassioned idealists to carefree figures on the dance floor. ENFP personalities are capable of intense thought and feeling and also of kicking back and having a good time. That's true. That's very true. Like, I like being more introspective and learning about things and being very curious, but also not so much so, like, in the end, it kind of just doesn't matter. And it's just having good times and enjoying the moment is really important and fun. Even in moments of fun, ENFPs want to connect emotionally with others. That's very true. Few things matter more to these personalities than having genuine, heartfelt conversations with the people they cherish. That is 100% true. ENFPs believe that everyone deserves to express their feelings, and their empathy and warmth create spaces where even the most timid spirits can feel comfortable opening up. I do feel that way. ENFPs need to be careful, however. Their intuition may lead them to read far too much into other people's actions and behaviors. Instead of simply asking for an explanation, they may end up puzzling over someone else's desires or intentions. This kind of social stress is what keeps harmony-focused ENFP personalities awake at night. It's so true. I do read a lot into what people say and do, and sometimes I like make up crazy shit, and they're like, "Huh? I just said this." So that is definitely true. ENFPs will spend a lot of time exploring different relationships, feelings, and ideas before they find a path for their life that feels right. But when they finally do find their way, their imagination, empathy, and courage can light up not only their own life, but also the world around them. Oh, that's nice. Well, hopefully that's true. Um, all right, well, that was fun. I'm interested to hear what your guys' personality type is. I think this is interesting. Like, I actually feel like I may have taken this a long time ago, and maybe I got something else. So I don't know if it's a different thing each time or if we change, but um, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this type of personality test, and also if you've taken it, what you are. All right, well, that was super fun. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend, and I'm going to go find out what my daughter needs. So I got to get up out of this big laundry pile, but thanks for hanging out with me a bit and having fun. All right. Have a fun weekend. Bye.